very different video today. We have to talk about our boy Slime and his story throughout, the time here on the Marvel Studio. The good, the bad, the ugly. The Slime, he's one of our top grade powers. If we were to put him on his list for the others, he would be a C tier. Like, he's not totally strong, but he's not weak either, And Slime's been here on this channel for a decently long time, since not my first video, but one of the very first few. But let's start at the beginning. His first appearance was in the Crazy Marble Run. We're only going to show clips of these videos that actually matter for our relevance. And we can see Slime there in that blue funnel though, and he's just trying to get to the Horde. And like this video is hard to see because the Horde's pushing around, and my camera skills sucked when I first made videos. But they get better as time goes on. We can see just the blue funnel though, he is able to actually defeat one of the stronger powers, and that is Captain Penguin, who behind. He got second in the first race, however he got eliminated in the second. But there's not a lot to show, but if you remember that video, he did pretty good there. He did pretty good there. I know I didn't have a lot of clips to show, but because of the nature of that video. The next part was the tournament video, not the Grand Summer. This is before that. The videos we're talking about in the beginning are to the Grand Summer tournament. I'm sorry, I should have specified that. But in this video, we learn one of the other huge rivals for Slime, and that of Jungle. He beat him in the yellow funnel, but Slime was able to, once again, he lost to Jungle in that twin funnel. He was able to come back though in the yellow funnel, as we can see here. So how the tournament works is you race once, and 2 and last are eliminated. And once again, we can see Slime going extremely well in that yellow funnel though, and even beating out Jungle here, who doesn't pose much of a threat. And here Slime was able to use fire to get a better position in that white funnel. To beat out Jungle, right? And see, here he's coming down. Yeah, see, he was able to be jumping in that white funnel using the pin, and he's coming down. And Jungle is actually unable to make a hit in that green funnel, which is absolutely... But I'm pausing, because I gotta tell you, we're about to experience one of the first realms of Slime being necessarily bad at racing. And here, Slime is in the funnel. He's been in there for a while, but as you can notice, he gets cocky. And he is about to be eliminated, but Jungle is able to catch him off guard when he thought he was going to win. Really making Slime mad. And that's sword fighting. Guys, you don't need to do this. Why are you guys sword fighting? What is this, guys? Well, we can see a second reenactment, I guess, of the race, but Slime got cocky and he paid for it. Yeah, that wasn't Slime's best performance, though. I mean, not bad, ultimately, but still good. We can see the other big 25 group. There wasn't 25 marbles at the time. But we can see Slime dealing with people like Golden Viper and Captain Penguin. I mean, the Slime is really good. Here she's like, he's going far to far with Princess Speedy in that split path and then back to the blue funnel. He's even able to yellow funnel, and he just takes the hit from Golden Viper and Captain Penguin. He's able to, he gets the third. He was able to be Golden Viper, but he is able to be Captain Penguin in the split path section before even getting to the blue funnel, and able to get to the funnel before Captain Penguin. Like I said, Slime is doing really good right now. He hasn't really had any bad positions. So in the tournament video and in that video, he still did pretty well. These are really good appearances for him. I mean, not a whole lot because they weren't focused on him, but we get to see some good content. Oh yeah, by the way, he was in this full-way brawl short that I made. Right there. I think he got first place there, so just another good appearance for our boy Slime. This video, though, is where he's Slime who does the worst. I mean, those videos, we see him, he has one really bad moment, and that was the Jungle throw there. But that's the only really bad moment we've seen. He's been able to keep up with the strongest grip powers of both Captain Penguin, Golden Viper, and Princess Speedy. He continues to doing that for the most part. He does do a couple more screw-ups here, where he's lost Dual Strike Man, and then Galaxy just went right under his nose. And it's hard to see. But here he's spinning the cycler, and he just kind of gets stuck there. But here he's able to hit Galaxy, but then he takes a hit, unfortunately, from Snow White, and then gets caught in the Horde. I know it's hard to get caught in the Horde there, but it sucks. But here he's able to take a hit from Sahara Sandstorm, just kind of brushed off a little bit before getting into the funnel. Slime gets caught in the horde, and that's really hard not to do. Like right there, he was able to dodge both fire and I believe black hole right there. Like I said, it's hard to comment on these earlier videos because the recording was so bad in these earlier videos, and I'm insulting myself. It's kind of true. We can see Slime cutting off in the horde here still, and he's cycling round and round. These clips are a little sped up just because you've already seen these clips before. But there was a great clip of Slime just beating everyone, and then there's one oopsie where he loses touch to the Sahara Sandstorm. But we see another one, and we see another one of the better moments is able to push right through jungle and black hole, getting through. Although jungle beats him, he's able to get through the black hole and he's blue. He does a similar thing again here, where he's able to dodge the Sahara Sandstorm's defense and get past black hole. Here we see good moments from him again, where he's fighting not only Golden Viper, but Deep Blue, and making it out for a win. It's a decent moment so far. He's doing really good so far. But here's some of his bad moments where he tried to use fire to get ahead, but it ended up not working in his favor, as all of them got through, even Jungle Horn is after him. And we can see another hit where he attacked the blue boxer and was able to use fire to try to get away, but he ended up getting caught in the horde. But he's still going to make it out alive, getting out there second. He's able to bring a really decent hit onto both Princess Petey and the blue, but it didn't really matter. Also, this performance was more of a meh performance compared to the others. And so he had his good moments though, like right here. He's able to beat the boxer, and when the entire horde just starts showing up, he's able to completely get through first, only losing out to Rainbow there. However, this is one of his bad moments, where Fire and Jungle, after entering after him, Jungle with a decent margin, they were able to slip right through him. But he has been able to doing so well so far. He's been doing good for the most part. And yeah, he's been standing up to the great powers of like Captain Penguin, while still, and even rivals like Jungle. But where does this reputation of being so bad for? Well, unfortunately for Slime, it's about to get a whole lot worse. In the decline. We start off in the Grand Summer Tournament, the first video in the decline, where we see him going round and round once again, picking fights with General Mob. He unfortunately gets out in the back half, but he's able to. Here's the strategy from Slime. He knows Jade's coming, and so he uses that long arc to completely cut Slime off. Sorry, Jade off, and he actually is able to do that. Sure, Jungle and Sunshine to get ahead of him. He's able to get out before Jungle Jade does, and there, where he's beating up Sunshine, which absolutely shouldn't happen. Sunshine is particularly a good racer, and we were able to. And now we're in the second round. They're only focusing on the parts wearing arms like Slime. And in this race, Slime survives, but not because he did anything too good, because Jade really performed bad here. Like he's off to a not good start. From both Jungle and Sunshine, Jade and Sunshine. I was right the first time. Jungle and Sunshine get before him. I always confuse the two of them. So right now he's cycling, trying to make hits on either of them. And like I said, Jade really struggled. See, Slime was unable to make hits onto fire, even in the blue funnel where it was closer, he was still not able to make any hits. It isn't the next and the best. He was able to in the blue funnel. In the blue twin, but then unable to make some in the green twin. It's more meh performance from Slime. He wasn't doing terrible, but he wasn't doing good either. As we can see, he gets through there first. But unfortunately, as Slime moved around, Jungle was planning to cut him off, to try to get advantage better for Jungle, which worked, and was really peed off Slime there. And Jungle was able to go through first, and that put Slime in last place. And he was able to, unfortunately, I think stayed in last place for a decent bit though. But with Sunshine being the only marble in his way, he was able to successfully beat Sunshine to get through. And in the final funnel, where he had a chance to enact revenge on Jungle, he absolutely took the opportunity. Slime, he's been feeling pretty proud of himself. Like, he's been doing decently well so far. You know, the previous performance in the beginning, and so far in round 1 of the Grand Summer Tournament. But I have to point out that he did well in the Grand Summer Tournament round 1 because there was a lack of competition. We start seeing catching up here, whereas the Sahara Sandstorm goes around, Slime takes a risky play to try to catch him off guard. That really shows his confidence. And to everyone's surprise, it actually worked. He was able to get through first, even despite pushback from most of the other marbles. And we can see here him fighting Jungle, and everyone trying to swoop in, and he still maintains his first place spot. However, he got passed up by Sahara Sandstorm and tried to go Deep Blue and then hitting him 3, which he didn't. He's able to get past Jungle without Jungle making a hit on him, which is surprising. And the Jungle and Slime fight here. Sahara Sandstorm comes into the mix, trying to shake things up, which he does, putting Slime back down to second, but it isn't too bad of an endeavor here. And so as Jungle takes Sahara Sandstorm and distracts her, Slime tries to get in there, and unfortunately he does fail, but actually he succeeds. As Sahara Sandstorm pushes Slime the right way to get through the hole first. Alright, Slime. As Slime continues racing, it shows that this round, he just really sucks here. This is his first round where he does not do well in the slightest. Yeah, sure, he gets out second to that funnel there, and he makes a hit here on Deep Blue, which is a decent hit overall. But once he becomes last place in this race, he just doesn't recover. And he's here. By the twin funnel on the other side, he just becomes last place, and he never truly recovers, getting eliminated right before the finals. It's Jungle is giving him a lot of trouble in the Grand Slam tournaments and also races within the beginning, leaving him to have several meh performances, which aren't exactly good for his career, but aren't the worst either. He had some good moments, like where he got revenge on Jungle in the blue funnel here, where he was able to completely sneak by Jungle, catching her completely off guard how fast it was in the hole. And that whole hit on Jade was also really clever. He was able to beat her and at least Sunshine as well. But he did have some bad moments. Like right here when he's fighting Jungle and Sunshine, he gets off to a bad start, and he gets actually through last. And here, the hit where Jungle hit him, that's not good because he put Jungle ahead of him and Sunshine too, also putting him last. But for Slime, it gets a whole lot worse in this video. It was the first video in the Great Mountain Climb, and we have to experience the new marble of the Aqua Tier. So Slime, that race didn't shake him too much. He's still feeling pretty confident, where he decides to test the new rookie's skill. So as Aqua Tier goes around, Slime tries to attempt to hit him and cut him off at an early spot, which actually surprisingly goes well for Slime, getting him in a good spot, keeping his position in second place. Slime is no doubt the strongest marble here, and we see him beat up Stripeman because of it, just getting into losing that fight. And in the Aqua Tier, the same thing happens. Now we know that the Aqua Tier isn't a bad marble by any means, but at this point it was his first race, so no telling how strong he was. He should have absolutely won, unless she was crazy strong, and she's not crazy strong. He's not bad, he's also not crazy strong. Like here he is, losing a fight with Slime, however if the Sunshine came to save him, putting him in last place. Second to last because he's not Stripeman, he's top of the era. He's able to make a decent comeback though, and as Stripeman tries to attack Slime once again, it doesn't work, as he's able to get the first. But thinking all of these are really good for Slime. Yes, which is what we expect. It's not that he's a bad racer, it's the fact that he's a great power. So with great power comes a lot of responsibility, and you're expected to race well. So even things of okay, and even good things for normal marbles, aren't exactly the best for great power such as Slime. Which is why in this end performance he's doing decently well, and as Stripeman attempts to challenge Slime for the last time, he doesn't even accept it. Until the end, right? Where Slime goes around, Stripeman has to take the long way around to try to hit it. And although it appears to work, it ultimately in the end doesn't, the Slime goes third. Sorry for the stuttering. And like I said, he's pushing up the Aqua Tier like we all expect him to. But he kind of struggles going through the hole a little bit. But once again, as he's attacking Stripeman, he ultimately does fine. But he never is able to successfully connect not until later on in the fight. It actually doesn't end up working, even when he does connect. That's something that you don't want to happen. And in the blue funnel here, we see kind of a similar story. Now, this time with the Ocketeer. As he's circling around, he's trying to get through first, but the Ocketeer is able to make a stable connection, but doesn't go well for the Ocketeer. He's able to survive till the finale, and here's the finale race for him. He's trying to make a connection on the blue boxer, which he ends up doing, but the blue boxer makes a connection back, which ultimately puts Slime in a bad spot. And now Slime's cycling, he tries to make a similar connection and tries to make him come back. But he's in last place for a while, and so he tries to use the Ocketeer's movements to connect up to the top of the funnel. Does it work? Of course he hits, but it doesn't end up working in his favor. The Ocketeer never goes right through. That's how most of this race goes, which isn't a good thing. You expect someone at a high prestige level Slime to keep this race close, and he does take back in the funnel, and he immediately loses it again. And the problem is, this isn't a fight with another power, which is fine. This is the fight with a new Marvel, who's kinda unranked yet, which means this helps his prestige out a lot, beating a great power like this. And the Ocketeer's having subtle hits, but he never able to fully lose the Ocketeer, which is the main problem for him here. The Ocketeer is always on his tail, even when he wins. But if you remember, he doesn't win in the end. Right here, where Slime gets to make his final shot. So as the Ocketeer goes around, Slime plans to cut him off and connect right around there. However, it doesn't end up working, as yes, it connects, but he ends up not doing so well. Wasn't good. You're thinking, good, Slime got second. He should have gotten first. So it wasn't really good, and he just kept getting beaten again, and again, and again. This time to not even Ocketeer, to Stripe Man, and then, but he is able to win sometimes. So Slime's sweating, right? His reputation's getting worse. But then a new challenger enters the frame, in that of Rainbow. This duel is one where Slime's bad performance really rears its ugly head. The other times it's arguable that he's a good or even a bad performance. This time you can't even argue that. He goes on to a bad foot right away by letting Rainbow immediately get the lead. And as Slime tries to cut close to the hole, Rainbow immediately cuts him off, which isn't good either. Now, the hit did successfully connect, but Slime's able to make a second hit later on to try to get the lead again. But Rainbow isn't going to let that slide for too long, and ultimately is able to beat him out. This isn't good, and Slime continues to try to take him on throughout the rest of the race, sometimes being successful, like here, but other times not. And this is one of the times where he's not successful, so Slime tries to loop. Rainbow is able to cut him off right in the middle of his path, and he's able to make a connection again. And this is the problem with Slime here. Rainbow's not a good competitor. He's never done particularly well, so he just beat up a great power. Oh, well, what's this? Slime's here to try to take it back again. Why are we fighting again? Come on, guys. Why are we doing this again? We have one more race to cover, and that of the Great Mountain Climb. Oh, they're really going at it now. Oh, what a flip from Rainbow. Dodge, the great dodge Slime. Okay, now they're just going at it. Oh, what a block. So he died. Well, not yet, because he's so really badly injured. I'll have to check him to the emergency room to see if he's okay after that sword stabbing. We have one more race to cover, and that of the Great Mountain Climb, like I said, because we're only covering till the end of Season 1. We'll talk about hopes for him when we get into Season 2. This said, he doesn't do particularly well. He's doing okay as of right now, but Rainbow continues to be problematic for him. And Princess Speedy tries to do well against him. Right, and as Princess Speedy continues to go around and around with him, Slime tries to make a move to try to get in between there, but it ends up not working, because it puts Princess Speedy close to the hole with him. It ends up not doing much with him. However, Sunshine's able to not get through, which is probably okay. And Rainbow, once again, beating up Slime. This is not exactly a good thing. So, but Slime tries to do something. So when Slime tries to go up, Rainbow tries to cut him off. It was Rainbow doing something, not Slime, which works in Rainbow's favor really well. Not that well, but it was still really good. Slime gets right out of the gate, trying to attack Princess Speedy, with Rainbow using him as a shield. But he ultimately doesn't work, as Icy Blast and Rainbow work together to push him away. Rainbow's hot on his heels as he escapes that red tunnel. And as he attacks Princess Speedy, she just pushes him away. As he tries to do a really hard dive again, it doesn't end up working. However, he does keep some of his prestige by beating Icy Blast in the duel. And then again in the blue funnel when Icy Blast tries to strike back. He ends up surviving the first round. However, that's because Sunshine wasn't exactly a good competitor in the level in general. He did lose to Icy Blast when all this mattered, which isn't exactly how you want a great power would do. And he able to get a good start in the second round, fighting begins first, and then once again using other marbles to maintain his first place spot. Well, he gets second to Icy Blast, and then Princess Speedy is able to make quick work of him though, along with Rainbow to push him to the back of the pack, which isn't exactly the best spot for him. But he is able to unfortunately beat Icy Blast, I guess, which is something. And Icy Blast tries to go around to hit Princess Speedy. Slime pretends tries to want to cut him off, and maybe hit Princess Speedy to the side. Icy Blast missed his hit, but Slime didn't miss his. And Slime's trying to go around, and he tries to impede on Rainbow's and Princess Speedy's death spiral, trying to get ahead. A death spiral is when a marble gets stuck circling around a funnel's exit instead of exploding the funnel. It happens quite a lot, but often in twin funnels and those like white-black ones, are where it happens the most. Slime hits Rainbow here, and it's actually successfully well here, getting through between more Rainbow, but after Princess Speedy. We can see Princess Speedy and Slime quickly dueling in that twin before going to the red funnel. However, he gets stuck in the red funnel though, which isn't exactly good. The Rainbow and Icy Blast little teamwork to try to get through it. Rainbow does, but Icy Blast does not. Icy Blast is unable to get through Slime, and once Slime tries to attack Rainbow again, he does. He fails. He tries to attack Rainbow in the yellow funnel as well, but Rainbow just defends all of his attempts. And I have to reiterate that Rainbow is not a good marble, and he actually loses to Icy Blast here too. He actually doesn't, but barely. So much barely that Icy Blast is able to attack him. And he loses here, getting out second in the Great Mountain Climb, compared to his previous performance in the Great Summer Tournament and making it to the semifinals. The question ultimately stands, is Slime still a great power? And the answer is yes, with a little asterisk. He's fine where he is, because he's in C tier. If he falls to E or F tier, it doesn't. He will fall down. Wait for the player, if that's bad news for a great power. But what hope is there for Slime left? He has the Grand Summer Tournament 2025, where he is currently in the semifinals. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you want more videos like this. And I thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all next time.